Hello everybody, kia ora and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to talk about forestry, forestry practices in Germany, and I'm probably not going to get all the facts right. I'm just going to say that straight up because I've just been learning some stuff about forestry from some friends in Germany, and this video is probably more for my friends in New Zealand because we've got a lot of forestry in New Zealand. It's monocultural. It's nearly all Pinus radiata, and they do clear felling. So sometimes you just see huge swathes of hill after hill after hill, all cut down at once. It's terrible for erosion. We know from recent past that when there's been big storms, then the slash and all the logs and branches piled up, and the erosion causes huge problems and possibly contributed to deaths in Tairāwhiti in the east coast in the storm in the last few years. Anyway, but it looks terrible on the landscape. Anyway, in Germany, apparently what happened, according to my friends that I've just been learning about, they had some problems with storms, a similar kind of thing. That this is in the Black Forest or Schwarzwald. There's no more original forest left of the Black Forest, but there are huge plantations. And they used to do it the same as us in New Zealand, where they had all the same types of tree, and they did huge areas of land clear felling, and then after they clear felled, then they would plant the new little pine trees again, and then 30 years later, or whatever the time was, they would harvest them. But they had some problems with storms, and I think it was in the late 90s. And after that, from about the year 2000 or the early 2000s, they've brought in some rules that mean that you cannot do that anymore. And I'm just going to show you this area here, just where I am. So just where I am here, you can see all the pine trees, some kind of pine tree. So this is their growth of pines. But what we have now is that they are multi-generational, and just coming up to an area that was felled, and it's a small area, maybe about half an acre, though I'm not very good at telling the size of things, the size of areas of lands and how much an acre is. Anyway, this area behind me now, that was felled maybe 5 to 10 years ago. Okay, so they took out the trees there, and the rules now mean that they don't plant, they leave a seed tree to allow seeds to naturally grow, but they also don't manage what grows. So if they have other trees, types of trees growing, that's fine. And as this area is like 5 to 10 years now, there are a few trees like maple and oak growing. It's not just pine trees, and the area is regenerating naturally, and the rules are now that they have to allow that to happen. They can't just thin out according to the varieties that have more commercial success. They just have to accept whatever trees grow, and it comes naturally from the natural progression of seeds from the birds, seeds from the winds, and whatever grows there. So this is so wonderful. Already it feels nicer in these forests than in our forests in Aotearoa, New Zealand, because there's different generations of trees. So, you know, they're not all planted at once and growing at the same time. So there's different sizes of trees. They don't thin out the lower branches, so you do have a thicker forest feeling. So I am so pleased that forestry can be done better, and I really hope that we start doing this in New Zealand. So please, New Zealand, change your tune, start allowing forestry to be more natural and selective felling, or just very small areas of felling, and allow the land to regenerate naturally. I just got so excited. I had to do a video about that.